and family. Black Phoenix checking in. Right now, I am at the gas station. And I was thinking about that because we tend to make a lot of investments without doing the proper research. And later, it tends to bite us. You know what I mean? We'll get ourselves in a bind where we wanted to believe in a product or believe in a person without fully doing our research on that person or that product or that business. And I just want to say that because time is short. So, we don't know how long we have, and we don't want to waste a lot of time investing in people, investing in products or in services that don't stand up, or they don't stand the test of time, or the character is different from the language. Meaning the language saying it's this, but when you look at it, it's not what it's supposed to be like. And I think that that's very valuable when we building our independence, that we need to, try the spirit, test the person, test the product, make sure that this individual or this business or this product you're investing in it is what it is, because we waste a lot of time, and life is too short now for us to just keep chasing our tails like a cat with a fire on the end of it. Like, we're never going to put it out. We're just going to constantly go around and around. And then before you know it, we're going to be old and money going to be drawed up, because a lot of us, we using our earned income, and that's the goal. I mean, for those who didn't come from money, like us, we didn't come from money. We had to develop money and learn how to work money and utilize it. So what we do, we use our earned income to actually make passive income and actually to make investments. So we want to use our earned income when we work to invest in things where we can see a return on our investment. Like, you know, I watched a video this morning of a lady who, her and her husband made a $35,000 investment around the Atlanta, Georgia area, and they made a cash investment on some property and never went and looked at the property before they made their cash offer. They probably could have got the house a lot cheaper, but they looked at, oh, this is a good deal, let's jump on it. They didn't go to the property, they didn't go look at the property, talk to the people, none of that. They just bought it and went to it, and the roof was completely down. It was raining in the house. They was like, oh man. They fixed it, got it up and going, but the investment was way greater than they than what they initiatedly thought that it was going to cost that much. But it ended up costing them probably, like, if they spent 30, it probably had to put another 20 in it just to get it livable. You know what I mean? So at that time, it seems like a great investment, and now, it's up and going, but they still had to put more. So just keep this in mind. There's no such thing as get rich quick. There is a process. Now, you can make investments. You can make investments in a stock, and a year or overnight, things can go up or go down. That's the reality. But when we're investing in ourselves, we really need to do the research, or we invest in other people. My bad. We really need to do the research on the person or on that product. Stocks, they're pretty much going to do its thing. You just got to kind of put some, leave it alone in certain aspects when you know what you're investing in. I would say just don't go randomly throw a lot of money on something. Throw some money on something that's going to work, that's actually going to be more of a benefit over time, because, we're not going to be able to work all the time. The goal is to use our earned income to replace us from working, so that we're making investments to have passive income. But in order to do that, we got to have a job. We got to have something, you know what I mean? A side hustle or something. So there are so many things we can do to create this money. But I just wanted to say this. Do your research first before you invest in anybody, before you invest in anything, and I promote my consultations, I promote my welding classes, but even me, I would say do your research, even on me, on anybody, on any product or any service. Do your research on that person, because the motive might be changed, y'all might not be a good fit, or whatever the situation may be. But I would say this: don't get caught up in that get rich quick, or that great idea of somebody trying to sell you to motivate you to sign the paperwork or to spend your money. Just don't be moved off emotions. Be moved off of knowledge, facts. That's why you can't be real emotional when you're dealing with certain people or when you're building your business. You have to be a level head. You have to think rational. You know what I mean? So even though that sounds like a real good idea, it sounds like, but what's all invested? You know, I was talking to some people yesterday, and it just put something on my mind. Something was brought up in the conversation where it was like, we got a great opportunity, but the person I invested with don't have any work ethics, won't do anything. Like, we supposed to be doing this together. I can only do so much by myself. We're supposed to be a team. I don't see that. And that can make a person real bitter. It can make a person angry. It can make a person frustrated, lose hope, lose faith in themselves and in people, because we'll tend to invest in people thinking we on the same level. And then you like, damn, we ain't on the same level. You know what I mean? So I just want to say that test the waters. Try the spirit, try the business, make sure people authentic motives are what they are. Because life is too short, family, to waste a lot of time. You know what I mean? I just wanted to say that because I was up this morning. I was thinking about a few investments I've been working on. My mom's house. I've been networking with a few gentlemen down there from my hometown, from McGee, Arkansas, that's actually going to help me get everything together. They pulled the carpet out. They took out all the old cabinets, the old stove. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing new appliances, new everything. You know. But it takes, it's a process. And so the first process, I had to clean it out, see what the problem is. And I got an issue in the backyard. I think a root or something grew through one of the pipes. So we're going to have to fix that issue, put more dirt, keep it rise, because it got a spot where it kind of keeps water. So we want it to drain good. So I got to work on that. But I've been working on the inside of the house so far. And like I say, these investments I've been making has been in people that got businesses, because I want to network with my people. So I'm gonna reach out to them first, who say that that's what they got. And it's ironic that, you know, if I reached out to 4 people, or I just say if I reached out to 5. Sorry about that. My bad. My bad on that one. But if I reach out to 5 people, my bad. Let's get this camera back right. So if I reach out to 5 people, and reaching out to those 5 people, only 3 people actually come back and other 2 didn't. Okay. So that just shows you who was serious. When it comes to getting money, when you say money, free money or make money, a lot of people will raise their hand. A lot of people say, yeah, I'm in, count me in. And then when that time comes, they won't show up. I'm an early bird. So, you know, I believe in that. You know, I want to wake up before the rooster, because I might be trying to do something that I don't want him to see. You know what I'm saying? So I get up and get on the grind, man. You know, as soon as it hit me, I move. But I just wanted to encourage us this morning, man, just to say, do our research first. Please do our research, family. You know what I mean? Like, in the products and services and people, because you can invest in people that really don't have your best interest in mind. And me personally, I tend to connect good with people who, you know, that got a driven spirit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm organic, man. I'm going to give it to you. You know, you treat me 100, I'm going to treat you 100. You know, you show me love, I'm going to show you love. And my goal is never to deceive anybody, because why? When you lie, when you got to lie about everything, you got to remember that lie and that lie and that lie. I ain't with all that lying, because that's too much. I just want to be me. I don't want to remember. I just want to tell you the truth. And if I told you once, I mean, I remembered it because it was the truth. You know what I mean? I don't like complicating things, complicating relationships. You know, we just, you know, I don't know. I'm getting to that age in my life where I just want to be real. And if we cool, we cool. And if we're not, we're not. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, literally, I'm not upset because something didn't work, or if you tried to initiate something with someone doing business, it don't work. It is what it is. Everybody is not going to be on a land playing field. Everybody truly don't want to make money. Some people think they know it all. You know what I mean? Like, I had some youngsters that I really, you know, want to reach out to a few, but if a person think that they know it all, or they feel like, oh, I don't need this to make it, all right, you know, everybody got their own thing, man. You know, I'm just, if you say it's working and I'm looking and I can tell it's not, in my mind, you can say, oh, I got it. But I'm thinking to myself, he's a damn fool, or she's a damn fool, because it's evident they don't know what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's evident. So you have to be real with yourself. Do not sell yourself no dream. When you meet someone and say, "Oh, I got to go. Oh, I'm doing this," it's evident. We trying to get the bag. Whatever your personal issues is with whatever in life, it's like, for instance, I want to get a bag, but I don't like people. But damn, it's gonna be hard to get a bag. I don't like people. I got to deal with people some type of way, or I got to figure out somebody that's willing to deal with the people for me. You see what I'm saying? But we have to think like that, man, because I think that we put too many stumbling blocks or hurdles in front of us, or too many limitations dealing with spouses and women or relationships. Like, if a person, in my personal opinion, if a person ain't for your growth, ain't for the long haul, man, it's time is too short. I'm with, I'm with who with me for the long haul, and that's with relationship, with business, friends, and I don't have a lot of them, but the business associates and those I do network with, I want to see people win, and I know anytime I have been around someone, I have helped them win, or I helped them get to it. My best relationships has been with spending my money. Period. I've been spending my money. So if it wasn't for that, then it'll be what it is. Because literally, I wouldn't be able to do nothing I'm doing. Nothing. If it wasn't for me investing my time in relationships and literally taking chances sometimes. Some things you have to take chances on, and then you get wise enough when, like I say, you can judge character, you can read character, you do your research first, where you don't just say, you know what, I had a good feeling, but they showed me something else. But one thing about character, it doesn't lie, family. You know, a person might can lie to you at that moment. If you watch their character, they will reveal to you who they are. Actions speak louder than words, like always. So don't worry about what people say, or that idea. Test it first. Just test it. I used to hear an old scripture that used to say, "Test the waters." And you have to test the waters, family, because we dealing with people. We dealing with spirits. We dealing with, it's a lot out here. You dealing with people that's just trying to literally get over someone, or put life insurance on someone and take them out so they can get rich. Like, it's wicked out here. It really is. And if we can't be naive to what's going on. And we have to be conscious enough not to put ourselves in vulnerable situations. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you got going on. And things are going to get hard before they get better. It's just what it is. But if you're willing to go through what you're willing to go through, and you're willing to just step back a little bit, and you have to be a little hard. It's crazy because you don't want to be, it's not like being mean, but you have to be a little hard and firm with who you let in your circle, because life is like, you don't want to damage your energy. You know what I mean? You don't want to let anybody in your circle, and you most definitely don't want to invest in anything just because it sounds good. So I just wanted to say, protect yourself, protect your circle, do your research, I can't say it enough, you know what I mean? Because sitting here this morning, I'm just randomly thinking about some conversations I had, some people I was around, a job I did. Actions speak louder than words. Like, I'm just putting a lot of things together. And one thing I know for a fact, you can help a lot of people. And sometimes what you did for them might not done on them until after you're no longer around them anymore. And then they might be like, man, he said some real stuff, or man, this and this. And you have to be like, I don't know no other way but to be aggressive, assertive, aggressive when it comes to my goals. Like, and when it comes to me trying to do something, I formed a habit not to say what I can't do. If I can't do it, I start figuring out ways I can, or ways it can happen. I don't really just say it can happen. I just say, yeah, it can happen. I just got to figure it out. I still got to work on I'm working on my mom's house, like I was stating. I haven't got everything together to finish it yet, but I know I'm gonna finish it. You know what I mean? I'm doing it in stages. And right now, I know I had to debone it before I even put anything in it. I got to clean it and fix it and get, do some surgery before I just start putting clothes on it. And that's what we do sometimes. We tend to fix up a situation with band-aids, with actually fixing the issue. And now you got an issue with a lot of band-aids on it, that you got to take off to actually fix the problem. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to talk to you randomly about that and about doing your research, because I hate for us to waste time and people and investments, our money, because some of us, we put our last, and you be willing to go to prison. Somebody jack you off over your last piece of money, and you believed in them. So I don't want you to get caught up in that, because I have had relationships and business even in the streets where things went sideways. You know what I mean? And it happens. I have dealt with friends that I thought was 100 and sold me some stuff that no, it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. And the same thing, I just think that it's all about us growing and learning and being willing to listen to people, like listen to what they do and see if they can really do it. Some people just talk. And YouTube, social media, there's a lot of people on it that's full of smoke, family, and you know this. And there's a lot of people on here that's giving some organic information. So it's all on the individual itself to take what is needed for you. That's what I do. I take what I can use to benefit me, what can help my life, and then the rest of that stuff, I just leave it. You know what I mean? But this morning, like I say, I'm just up, a little gas station therapy, thinking, getting my day lined out. And I was just, refocusing on the reality of life, the reality that we have to do our research before we invest. And you will be surprised how your work ethics will speak for themselves. And I want to say something real quick. I put an ad up on Facebook Market about a residential, and I titled it Residential Welding Installer. And I said it like that because a lot of people need welding repairs on their gates, fence, whatever, and then need certain things that they buy installed by a welder, by someone with skill. And you'll be surprised with the type of negativity you'll get just from trying to provide a service. Now, you have people that'll say, oh yeah, I want to help, or yeah, I got something going on. And then you also got people that be like, well, show me a weld, show me this, my bad, show me that, show me this, and you thinking to yourself, like, what do that have to do with any of this, But it just goes to show that sometimes people will knock what you're doing because they didn't think of the idea. Don't worry about that. It's going to be a lot of people who say what you're doing is not going to work just because they didn't think of it first. You know what I mean? So don't get caught up in that. But most definitely count your blessings and try the spirit, man. Try people. Make sure they authentic. Make sure that they are who they are. You know what I mean? Like I say, I'm just randomly coming to you this morning, just talking. And I just wanted to say that because it's real. It's real. And life is short, where we can't be wasting time like that in the wrong people, in the wrong relationships, in the wrong businesses. Business relationships is all the same. If you sign a contract, that's like being in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Life. So make sure that you try the spirit. Make sure that you test it. Make sure everything is on a level playing field. Test the product, test the service, try the person. Do some background search, whatever. It's your money, it's your time, it's your investment. So even if you just invest in time and not money, that's invaluable, because that's valuable, because I would rather give my money than my time. Time is more important. The rich know that time is of the essence. That's something you can't buy. We can buy a lot of things. Steve Jobs could buy anything out of his personal banking account, not his business, his personal. And he couldn't save his life. He couldn't fight that cancer. He couldn't do it. No matter how much money the doctors tried to do, and believe me, he had the best doctors money could buy, and he still passed, family. It reminds me of a old proverb, before I let y'all go, or old, I ain't gonna say it's not a proverb, but it's a old parable, and it says, this man had built a nice barn, and once he finished with it, he stepped outside and he praised it. He was like, ooh, look what I did. Look at my big barn. I tore one down and built up another one and put all my things in it. Look what I got. And while he was out there praising and boasting about what he had done, God said, you fool. today, your life is required of you. And he died. Didn't get a chance to enjoy it, but he got there. So was it worth it? Something to think about. So try the people. Y'all be blessed. Stay focused. Get your grind on. Get your hog on. Check out the website, www.hogonwelding.com. That's www.hogonwelding.com. And for those who've been interested in my gear, the HogOn Welding shirts, HogOn University shirts, different type of colors and styles are on Amazon. So you can go to Amazon, type in HogOn Welding t-shirt, hoodie, pillows, phone sockets, cell phone cases, whatever, behind the HogOn, and all my stuff should pop up. So when you see the logo, you know it's us. So I appreciate y'all checking in with me this morning. Like I say, I just really wanted to come live and talk to you about that. Just a few things that was on my mind this morning that I feel that we really need to just discuss or just think about, you know, when we're making our investment, because we're growing, we're learning, life is short, and we just need to be a little bit more safer and a little bit more cautious with the people that we invest our time into, our money into, and who we want to go in business with. You know what I mean? Because people can say a whole lot of things, but when it all comes down, are you making things happen? You know, I got a sticker on my welding hood to say, I make shit happen, because I make shit happen. Like I'm not gonna, when stuff happen to you in life, you make something out of it. That's what it is. I have turned a bad situation into a good situation many a times. So, you know, even though I did 10 years incarcerated, I can't look at you eye to eye and tell you I didn't have no good times while I was doing that time. So you have to make the best do of the situation you're in. So now that I'm here, I'm learning the system. I'm learning people. You know, I'm learning business. So a lot of things are, you know, it can be discouraging. It can be overwhelming, but we still got to do it, family. We still got to learn. So don't get discouraged. Work on your investments to make better investments. And, you know, don't give up or don't get discouraged on your mission, what you want to do, you know, your end result goal. What is your end result goal? Keep that in mind, because that's how we going to get it. You know what I mean? Like, I got an end result goal of what I want my mom's house to look like, what I want my container conversion to look like, what I want my RVs, and I'm going to be traveling just to visit people to look like. Like, it's good to have those thoughts, you know what I mean? You know, I was thinking about what type of vehicle I wanted to pull my RV. You know, it's cool to have those thoughts, you know what I mean? Because I think those things give us something to strive for. It give us purpose. It give us drive. And then some things we have, yeah, they foolish. It is what it is, you know. We're going to make mistakes when we get money. Especially someone that never had it and someone that never knew how to use it. We just get it and buy things with it, buy stuff or take care of people or whatever the situation is. But are we really good, though? So I just wanted to say that. Just wanted to say that to my family this morning, man. Life is real. Everybody that's on the grind. Salute to all the tradesmen. Y'all go get it y'all go get it today. Be safe out there. I know it's Thursday. We getting closer and closer to the middle of the month. And like I say, I'm in Columbus, Georgia right now. I'm teaching independent welding classes. I'm doing installation. I'm doing fabrication. But everything is on a beginning stage when you're in a new area. So I'm in a new area, but I'm networking. I'm doing what I can. And I know things are going to get better. I know that the opportunities and the doors that's going to open, that I'm going to open, and that's going to be open for me. But they're all about the networking. It's all about me putting in the drive first, me putting in the time, the effort. So I think that everything we do is going to take a process, family. So I just wanted to come to you this morning, talk for a little bit. Didn't mean to hold y'all that long. It was just some things on my mind. And I know that when I talk to you, I'm talking to me too. So we have to be wise about the decisions we're making, the people we get involved in our lives. We need good energy. We need positive energy. We need, you know, we need that. We need that God-like strength. You know, like I say, I am a spiritual person, but I am not religious. But I do believe in God, most definitely. I do believe in the creator of all, and that we are all brothers and sisters. And you know how when you have brothers and sisters of all different colors or different, they can have the same mama, same daddy, but somebody ain't gonna get along. Some might be light, some might be dark, and that's just what it is, man. I think humanity, this is our family, and some family members treat other family members worse than the other or better than the others because they feel they too good. You know, it is what it is. You'd have been around a little bit, you know what I mean? But hey, it's all good. We're gonna learn from it. We're gonna get the best out of it. We're gonna keep getting our hog on, and we're gonna keep building some generational wealth, because we know in order for us to do better, we got to know better. Y'all be blessed out there. Hog on.